Hello. Sorry, I was away with the fairies then. Alright, well, I going to start something new today. Thought I would have a go at surviving Mars. Something I've been looking at for a while, but sort of like been humming and ahhing and whatever. It's basically SimCity in space. I think that's pretty much the best way to describe surviving Mars. You have to build a city, a Mars colony in space. So that's pretty much what we're going to be trying to do. I'll probably start with the tutorials, obviously, and see what we can do in it. I did get the season pass, so I don't know what that involves. I'm just going to click on mod manager here. We don't have any mods, so that's all right. But yeah. So why don't we just start off with the tutorial. It is a PC game, just to let you know. This isn't the PS4 version, this is the PC version. If there are any issues with the stream, please let me know. In regards to... Oh man, I'm still getting a bit of a highlight on my forehead there. Where is that? The camera that's... No. Still trying to figure out where that's coming from, where I'm getting blur from. What I need to do to prevent that. Where is it? It's up here. That's there. It's that. It's that there. I need something. I need to figure that out. Eventually. I'll figure it out eventually. I think I need to get rid of this light and get one of these lights, one more of those lights, and then I can, for my face. Right. That would be ideal, actually. Okay, so let's just jump in with the tutorial. The problem is, like, because I should be wearing glasses, I'm going to be honest with you, I should be wearing glasses, so I keep leaning forward. You'll probably know, because I've pushed my monitor back a little bit further than normal. So, but anyway. Shall we just jump into the tutorial? Let's turn on desktop audio so you're going to hear some music now. Right, okay. Dun, 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 dun. Right, tutorial. The basics. That's a great screenshot. That would make an absolutely great screenshot. But I have
Welcome
no idea
to
how
Mars.
To take screenshots on the PC. Without using alt print screen. Welcome to Mars. In this training exercise you will learn how to gather basic resources, from the Martian surface, how to construct a small base and how to refuel the rocket in order to send it back to Earth.
Hints such as this one will appear throughout the training process, giving useful information on how to advance in your current tasks.
Okay then. Right, okay. Right, hints such as this one will appear throughout the training process, giving you useful information on how to advance your current task. Please dismiss this hint to continue.
You need to master the camera controls and familiarize yourself with the terrain around the prospective colony site.
Zoom in towards the suggested landing site. Zoom in by using, which is pretty much what I thought it would be. Tilt or rotate, hold, and move the mouse.
Now it's time to land your first rocket.
Oh, okay. I mean, give me a chance to, like, get used to it. Jesus. Okay. Select the pinned rocket icon marked with a green arrow. Land rocket.
With the rocket selected, designate a landing site on the indicated location.
Okay. Can I do what I was trying to do before? Use the mouse to move the rocket into position in order to land. And the WASD keys work as well.
And we have touchdown. The rocket has landed on Mars.
Okay. Open the build menu using, then follow the arrows to choose the metals. To choose the metal depot. Now pick a spot where to place the metal depot. Make sure it's close to the rocket. Use the controls on the HUD or the following shortcut control. So I want to see what the drones are doing. So I'll get used to the...
Our rocket carries valuable resources that will be essential for the construction and maintenance of the colony. Initially, it's best to designate a universal depot so the drones have a place to store them.
Place a universal depot near your rocket. I keep using the right mouse button to move the camera. Oh, once again, I've done it again. Universal D. Store 30 units of each transportable source.
Along with metals, concrete is the other vital basic construction resource.
The concrete extractor building must be placed over or within proximity of a concrete deposit. From the build menu, select to build a concrete extractor and place it at the proposed location. Place.
Well done. Now observe how the drones will carry all the resources to the site and then construct the concrete extractor.
can use the mouse. I don't have to use WASD. Okay. Fair enough. Well, there is a photo mode. Oh, look. Okay. Depth of field. Doesn't seem to do anything, strangely enough.
Like most buildings, the concrete extractor needs power in order to operate. Having a reliable electrical grid and supply is essential for the success of the colony.
Stirling generators are excellent power systems, but they are too complex to be built on Mars during the early stage of our colonization of it. That is why we ship them from Earth, partially assembled in prefabs. Prefabs do not require any resources, only drones to unpack and assemble them. We've provided you with a Stirling generator. Goal: construct a Stirling generator and then connect it to the concrete extractor with a power cable, or place the Stirling generator adjacent to the concrete extractor for a direct connection. Place the Stirling generator prefab by selecting from the build menu. So
Connect the Stirling generator and the concrete extractor using a power cable from the build menu to power up the extractor.
is that it? To cancel the power cable or to exit the cable, place mode, press. Oh no, the drone is building it. I think. Oh yeah,
Waste
we have
rock
power.
is a byproduct of all extractors and is best stored at designated locations. This way you can ensure that it will not be in the way of future construction.
The amount of waste rock per resource rope depends on the grade of the resource deposit. You can select a resource deposit to view its grade and the amount of resource remaining in it. Goal: place a dumping site and a concrete depot to store the extracted concrete. Place a concrete depot and dumping site. Storages. Depot. Concrete. site. I don't know, where do we place the dumping site?
Drones will pick pending tasks on their own within the range of the drone controllers they are assigned to.
Currently all drones are assigned to the rocket. When the rocket is selected, the work range of all drones assigned to it will be visualized. If the rocket takes off, however, all these drones will need another controller. Build a drone hub and make sure it is supplied with power. Build a drone hub. Cancel it. Too late. Oh well.
Drones run on batteries that have to be recharged periodically.
Every drone hub has 2 recharge stations built in. You might need additional ones as the colony spreads out. Constructing recharge stations, especially along areas with heavy drone activity, will prove vital for maintaining an efficient workforce. Build a recharge station near the concrete extractor. Build a recharge station connected to the power grid. Not yet available. Why not? Down. I'm not picking you up, so forget it. Why are you being like this today? You're never like this. Why are you being all... I want to get in my lap today. Eh? Why? You never like this. Hmm? Come on. No, Hugo, go on.
Maintaining a steady supply chain between Earth and Mars is essential, especially during the early colonization stages.
Stop it. I'll be right back, guys. My dog is really getting on my nerves. Ow! He's hurting. That's because I unmuted the wrong thing. Build a moisture evaporator and fuel. Now what? Fuel refinery. How are you, Mirren? Not connected.
We don't have sufficient power for all the buildings in the colony.
Build a new Stirling drone along the power network. I'm not sure what these drones are doing. What are they doing? Still trying to figure it out.
A system of pipes is used to deliver resources such as water and air where they are needed.
I've jammed everything together, which isn't probably ideal. I know this is only a tutorial, but I Unlike KO, pipes have to be placed in specific spots to connect to a building. Look for the on the ground next to the moisture valve and the fuel. To cancel a pipe, concrete grade high.
Fuel production is now underway, and the drones will begin to deliver the fuel to the rocket.
Okay. Refuel the rocket. Wait for the fuel factory to produce fuel and the drones to load it to the rocket. You can select the rocket and check out how much fuel has already been delivered in its info. Per sol, 12 fuel per sol. Store fuel to... This is a mess. Absolute mess. Refuel, Gary. No, not yet, mate. I was just doing the tutorial, so... I guess I'll probably do all that sort of thing later. I didn't know you could do that, to be honest. Idle, carrying nothing. There's a lot of idle drones. Metal depot stores 180. Rocket. Rocket's used to the... I should have placed that smack bang in the middle of the concrete. I don't know what all this area is here. It seems to... I mean, I don't know. I'll figure it out later, I guess. Still... Alright, it gives you this area here. I have to keep an eye on that in the future. I know I could have sped this up, but
Resources are low.
resources are low. What resources? Funding 4 million. No, 4 billion, isn't it? Sponsor. I don't know what this is. Power. Production 20. Power demand 18.2. That's okay. Life support. Oxygen production is 0. Water production, water demand, water. Okay. Metals produced from surface deposits. Metal consumption 0. Concrete. Select the rocket and press the launch button to send it on its way back to Earth. Rocket 1. Return to Earth. Automated mode. Allow for exports. Return to Earth.
Congratulations. You have finished the first tutorial.
Oh my god, that was the first tutorial? We've learned how to set up a basic outpost on Mars that can gather resources for future expansion and refuel rockets. Using rockets to bring in additional supplies from Earth is essential for a fledgling colony. Oh boy. Play next tutorial. Rovers Exploration and Research.
Welcome, Commander. In this training exercise, you will get acquainted with one of your most valuable tools, rovers.
Rovers are vehicles with a variety of useful functions like transporting resources, commanding drones, and analysing anomalies. You have direct control over all rovers in the colony. Goals: select the RC transport. Select the RC transport and move it to the designated area.
Now let's try moving around.
Now let's move the vehicle to the area indicated by the arrow. With the RC transport, move it with the Move Interact button in its info panel. Or by using... Oh.
The RC transport can load and carry resources around the map. Let's use it to refuel the nearby rocket.
Use the RC transport to load fuel from the fuel depot in the base, then unload it close to the rocket, so that its drones can load it into the rocket. Drones can also take resources directly from the RC transport if they need them. However, unloading the resource quicker and will free up the avatar's goal. Load fuel onto the RC train and unload it next to the rocket. Right. I don't... where's the fuel? Fuel refinery. Load 30 fuel to continue. Ah. Load 30 fuel in the RC transport to continue. Speed this up. Alright, Mirren, I'll see you in a bit. Sorry, I just... What's this here? Oh, that's a fuel depot. Load resource. Fuel. I was loading it directly from here when I could have been loading it from here. My mistake. Then it wants me to unload it near the rocket, which is over there. Okay.
Now order the RC transport to unload the fuel next to the rocket.
If it goes, okay. Oops. Wait for the drone to bring the fuel inside the rocket, then select the rocket and launch it. Hey Tricky, hey Jason. Hey, I would call it SimCity on Mars. I don't know what Sim Mars is, but yeah, it's like a SimCity game. That's all I can tell you at the moment. I am enjoying it, Tricky. I'm not sure if it's stream worthy, but I am enjoying it. It is a bit more complicated than I thought it would be. I like the fact that you can zoom in on everything.
Some drones are left without a controller after the rocket launch.
If drones lose a controller, they will look for new controllers near. However, when there are no controllers nearby, you have to manually reassign them to a new controller. The reassign command also allows you to reassign drones to understaffed controllers with heavy drone load. Assign these drones to the nearby drone. Lift off. Oh, how far does it go? Oh, okay. Select one of the orphan drones and use to assign. I think that's Jade. Select one of the orphan drones and use the reassign all action to assign it. Reassign all.
The RC transport is able to gather resources directly from surface deposits without the help of drones.
Send the RC transport to gather some metals from the deposit indicated by the arrow. What? It will be like once the disaster starts. It's one you'll get frustrated because it will. It's one you can get frustrated because it can go from being all happy and running smoothly to what the. Who did that when the bleak did that happen? Oh, for okay. But we'll see how it gets on today. Create transport route. Universal depot. Fuel depot. Concrete depot.
Let's set up a small expand some distance away from the main base.
We will need resources for the new base. The RC transport can be ordered to transport a large amount of resources in multiple goes via the create transport route command. Goal: set a transport route between the universal storage in the base and the marked location above the main base. Select rover and yeah, right, select the rover. Create transport. Select the rover and use the correct... From the pop-up menu, choose to load all resources near the marked area above the main base as an endpoint of the route.
Nice work.
Now observe how the RC makes its first course along the transport route. Yeah, okay. Hey Vladimir. Okay, Vlad. You're in France. Oh. So, what did it get? 5 metals, 25 fuel.
Commander, one other thing.
The RC Commander is a mobile drone controller that carries its own drones. With its help, you can gather resources from surface deposits, constructs, and maintain buildings. When moving far distance, the RC Commander will first recall its drones before moving off to its destination. Move the RC Commander to the site of the expand. What's this doing? That's not where I told it to go.
We need to construct a new sensor tower to scan the nearby environment.
Use the resource that the RC transport delivered to build and power a new sensor tower that will help us. Goal: construct a sensor tower and a Stirling generator to power it. Sensor tower. Okay, so these drones will start building that. And a Stirling generator.
Good job.
The construction may take some time till the RC transport delivers all the needed resources for the sensor tower and Stirling generator. Electronics 0 of 1. Oh, it's taking electronics this time. Okay. On a transport route. Okay. I'm just going to BRB while it's doing that, guys.
scanning sectors and exploration.
Okay. It's funny how it's only happening there. I need to figure that light out because it's annoying. I don't like seeing my head do that, leaning forward and get such a bright spot. I need a duller bulb. Right, it's time to learn about scanning sectors and exploration. You can scan new sectors to discover more resource deposits and armor. This is done through the map overview. Go to the map overview.
You can scan sectors of the map to discover new resources and anomalies.
There are two main ways to scan. One is to queue sectors for scanning. These sectors will be scanned one by one gradually over time. Sensor towers speed up the scanning process of sectors near them. The other way is to use probes, which you can buy using funding and bring on resupply rockets from Earth. Use a probe to explore a sector. Use a probe to scan a sector. Mouse over a sector and on the probe pin, and then on the sector to scan it. Orbital probe immediately scans the sector deposits and anomalies.
You can also queue sectors for scanning.
You can also queue sectors on a sector. Scan sector E4 to continue. You can always speed up time. E4, how do you know that's E4? A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. Sector G3, G4, E4. Scanning. Oh, okay.
Well done. Now it's time to use our fully operational RC Explorer to analyze the anomaly.
What anomalies? Well done, Nat.
Anomaly found.
Okay.
Good job.
The RC Explorer is on the way to the anomaly. Analyzing an anomaly. I probably should have just started playing. It's probably easier to learn to play than to actually to go through the tutorials.
The anomaly has yielded interesting insights into new technologies.
The anomaly has yielded interesting insights into new technologies. Researching new technologies unlocks new options for the colony, such as new buildings, domes, and upgrades. Anomalies often provide bonuses to research, such as unlocking 2 new technologies for research, providing research points. Open the research screen.
This is the research screen. From here, you can choose and queue text for research.
My poor little mind can't handle all this anymore. This is the research. Right here you can choose to queue text. Sorry, texts are divided into 5 basic fields and a field for special breakthrough texts. When you research a tech from a given basic field, you are unlocking new tech in that field. Breakthrough texts are special unique texts that are unlocked via anomalies. Goal: queue at least 1 technology for research. Robotics. Drone hubs are constructed with additional 2 drones. The maximum number of drones is increased by 80. Drones being the backbone for most of the heavy and dangerous labour on Mars. It is essential our hubs have greater operating capacity in order to employ more drones at any given time. Research cost 1,000, and I have how many?
Commander, one other thing.
Each tech has a cost in reach point, which are generated in various ways. Your sponsor provides some reach points to start with. Once colonists arrive, you will be able to construct research labs which generate research points faster. You can view a breakdown of the research points generated per sol on the right side of the research screen.
Nice work. Now you know how to handle rovers.
Do I? Do I really know? I'm not sure I do. Play next tutorial, power, water and maintenance. This is quite...
Welcome, Commander. It looks like this forward base has gone through a major dust storm.
Now it's your job to fix it up and prepare it for the first colonists. In this tutorial you'll learn how to handle power, life support grids and building maintenance, as well as how to construct your first dome. Right.
First things first. Let's remove some unnecessary structures.
This concrete has depleted its deposit and will be of no use now. We can salvage some construction. Salvage the concrete.
Now, let's get that drone hub operational.
We need to supply the drone hub with power. The resources from the salvaged concrete extract should be enough to construct a solar panel. It would be best to use the existing power cables to connect the 2 buildings and avoid wasting more metals on cables. Power the drone hub with the help of a solar panel. Construct a solar panel. Large solar panel. Too far, too far, too far. Oh God. This is the drone hub, right? I'm sure the drones are about. It's 2 out of 3 metals. Delivering metals. Concrete depot. Concrete extractor. Why is it not working? Is that the one we abandoned? Oh, okay.
We have some power, but it's not enough. We should prioritize the drone hub.
You can change the priority medical buildings on high priority, get power maintenance and workers first. Got set the drone hub to high priority. Priority affects our current high.
We can use the machine parts left from the concrete extractor to build a wind turbine.
Wind turbines are good alternative to solar power as they operate day and night. They also get bonus power if built on high ground. However, wind turbines have high upkeep costs and require maintenance more often than solar power. Construct a wind turbine connected to the existing power network. Okay, it requires 4 concrete and 1 machine parts. And we have 178 concrete and 1 machine part. And it's carrying concrete, it's carrying concrete, it's carrying the machine part, and it's carrying concrete. Why, if it needs 4, why do only... Why are there only, you know, if it needs 5 parts, why do I only 1? Why are any of these there? I don't know. Oh, well, maybe there are more. Maybe it's just taking its time. Is there anybody there? Right, 8 people watching. Hello, 8 people watching. Why don't you say hello in chat and keep me company? Oh my god, now it's in construction.
Even with the wind turbine, there won't be enough electricity to power the base, especially during the night.
Solar panels provide power only during the day, and we don't have accumulators to compensate at night. You can set some of the base buildings to automatically turn off at night using the building's shifts. There are 3 shifts: first shift, second shift, and night shift. Buildings require power resource workers only during their active shifts. Disable the night shifts of the moisture evaporator and fuel refinery. Oh, are these the shifts then? Off.
You managed to get things operational,
Okay.
but this won't last, as buildings require maintenance, and we are out of resources.
Buildings require maintenance with resources roughly every 6 or 7 sols. My god, my back is starting to hurt. Buildings that don't get maintenance break and won't function until repaired. To showcase this, we've simulated a breakdown of your solar panel. Oh, I just built it! Drones will automatically repair this breakdown provided that there are metals in range of their controller. Examine the broken down solar panel. Okay. The condition of building deteriorates over time.
We need more metals to secure this base. Use the RC transport to collect some metals and transport them back.
We need more metals to secure this. Use the RC transport to collect some metals and transport them back. The RC train can mine surface metal deposits. Use it to gather 20 to 30 metals and bring them back to the base. Okay. RC transport. Alright. Select the RC transport. Then I need surface metals deposits. Right click. Okay. least 20 medals, so you may want to speed up time. I don't think it's doing anything. Status idle.
Resources are low. Where's the metal depot at the base? Metal depot. Load.
Good job. However, we need more than just metals. Fortunately, we can call a resupply rocket from Earth.
Using rockets to resupply from Earth is the best way to secure resources early on. You'll need funding to buy the resources, but your sponsor usually provides you with enough to get a basic colony up and running. Open the resupply screen and order advanced resources from Earth. What's this? Resupply. Anyone? 20. Wow, that's expensive. That's a lot. 400.
Let's do some cleaning up around the base while we wait for the rocket to arrive.
The remains of the destroyed or salvaged will obstruct other constructions. To clear such ruins, you'll need to research the decommission protocol technology in the engineering field. For the purpose of this simulation, we provided you with the tech. Clear the ruins of the concrete extractor.
Now, let's remove some of the unnecessary cables.
Open the build menu and select salvage tool. From the infrastructure. With the salvage tool, activate on the cables close to the site of the salvaged concrete. Wait for the arrival of the rocket, then land it near the base. Remember, you can speed up by the HUD buttons at the bottom left of the screen. Is this the rocket here? Cargo rocket travelling to Mars, flight progression 78%. Okay. So what did that salvaging those pipes give us? Right, ready to land. Uneven terrain. Okay. Any particular web place I should land this thing? Is it? Yeah, land it there. Here it comes. Here it comes.
The supplies from Earth have arrived, and we can use them to expand the base.
Let's start with a power accumulator. It allows you to store power for nighttime or emergency. You mean a battery? Keep in mind that accumulators have a capped maximum output, so a single one may not be enough to power all buildings at night. Construct a power accumulator and connect it to the power grid. Hint: you may want to construct some additional solar panels wind tower in advance to sustain the base expansion. Really? Okay. Use the build menu to place a power and connect it to the existing power grid.
Water is essential for a sustainable Martian colony. Fortunately, there is a water deposit nearby.
Let us build a water extractor near the deposit. All extractors must be placed near a deposit of the corresponding type. Remember to then connect it with power. You may also have to build more power producers to generate the required power. Construct a power and
Use
water
the build
extractor.
menu to construct a water extractor near the water deposit. Then, power it up.
Now I have to power it. Power it. Power it.
water extractor is ready, but we don't have a storage for the water it will extract.
We'll need water for domes, farming and polymer production, but for now we don't have any of that, so we can store some water in the water. Storages are important safety measures for your colony as they will provide water, oxygen or power in case of a producer breaking down or ceasing. Construct a water tower connected to the water extraction with pipes. Water tower. Figure out.
The time has finally come to build the first dome that will house our colonists.
Domes are large superstructures that house colonists. You can construct many buildings inside domes. Some of them will require colonists as workforce. Domes have limited space but can be connected via passages to form larger systems. Remember to use the RC transport to buy metals and to call resupplies rockets if you need advanced resources to finish the dome. Goal: construct a basic dome. This will take a long time, so you might wish to speed things up with it. I want to construct a basic dome. Basic dome. Got enough concrete, we've got enough metals, we've got enough polymers, we should be fine. Shut up. Give it a rest. If you need additional, you still need to go metals. No, we don't need it. I think we've got enough. the salvage. Just waiting for the concrete now. Water tower. Building is not working. What is this? It's a moisture evaporator. Commander, did you know that you can open the build menu with or B? This is quicker and more efficient than using the HUD button. No, I did not know. It's got no electricity. Building's not working. 3. Is that because of lack of electricity? Well, the dome's getting built.
The dome is complete, but we have to supply it with water, power, and oxygen before we can use it.
Okay. Connect the newly constructed dome to the existing water and power grids. Construct a Moxie power it and connect it to the dome to provide air supply. Remember, water and oxygen are transferred via pipes which have to be... Right. Okay. I think we need buildings here. So... I know it's a... Oh, you want me to build the freaking Moxie first? That's got to connect. Could I have actually built that? I don't know. what's happening. Don't have any metals. Okay. Metals over here. Gather resources. What's this? Create transport route. So see if that works. I don't know if that'll work, but I guess we'll find out. Alright, maybe it is working. Right. We need to build another turbine. Now this needs what? Electricity?
Well done. You have completed the
go.
simulation successfully.
Oh god, there's another tutorial. Oh well, that's probably time for me to have another break. Sorry guys. I'll be back. Hi Jason, yeah, I'm just going through the tutorials, mate. How are you? So yeah, that was just a tutorial. That's all it was. But I thought I'd just do the tutorials just to see how
Welcome
complex
back, Commander.
it is.
In this tutorial, you will finally familiarize yourself with the challenges of sustaining a society on Mars.
Oh god, everything done beforehand was a prelude to this very moment, the arrival of the Founders. Woo, the Founders! Our first colonists are called founders. Ooh, founders. Sorry. I'm in so much pain. After they set foot on Mars, a trial period meant to test how humans fare on Mars will begin. No more colonists will arrive from Earth until the founder stage ends. I'm laughing at myself. Be careful if all of your colonists die during this period. Sorry, I could have sworn I heard Charlie crying, but he's not even here. Colonists die during this period, the mission will be terminated. If all your colonists die, during this period, the mission will be terminated. Best of luck, Commander. Okay.
The foundations for bringing your first colonists have already been laid down. One of the final things left to do is to provide the founders with living space.
Living complexes are built inside the dome. The space... Marley. The space within the dome... The space within the dome is limited, so each building has to be carefully planned. Construct a living complex at the indicated location. It's so big. Right. How are you, Jason, anyway? What's that? Oxygen tank. They didn't teach me about oxygen tanks in the previous game. Power accumulator. Stores power, amount of power. So basically you want to build your base before you even put any colonists in it. Wind farm. Solar farm. What's that? Water extractor. What does it look like an oil rig? Construction progress. Take your time. Oh, we've got metal here. Do we have an RC? Not doing anything. Let's do we have a metal?
With all preparations complete, the colony is ready for the arrival of the founders.
Passenger rockets.
From this screen, you can inspect all available applicants and determine which ones will travel to the colony.
Oh my god, really? Colonists are organised by their age, specialisation and various traits. You can set desired and undesired traits in every category using the thumbs up and thumbs down icons. Colonists with more of the desired traits will board the rocket, while colonists with any undesired traits will be rejected. Can you name the colonists? God, I hope you can name colonists. I would like to name them after you guys again.
You may want to review and hand-pick individual candidates for the founders.
By highlighting individual applicants one by one, you can review their perks and flaws. It may be a good idea to do this for the founders in order to get an exact number of specialists you desire, as well as handpick the traits of these colonists. Wait, what's happening? And Hasu. Don't worry, they'll tell you. Fit. More health recovered while resting can work when health is low. No Doritos. Sexy. Greatly increased birth rate. What does that mean? She's a whore. Oh no. Alcoholic. Work performs low, but she's an alcoholic and a glutton. Wow, she sounds like a keeper. Should it? She sounds like a keeper. So, vegan, fit. Well, that one's a good one to have. So we've got a scientist. The geologist, there has to be a better geologist than that. Alcoholic. Nymphomaniac. Sorry. Alcoholic. I'm just picturing in my head now this. Oh. Is there another geologist? What's this one? Party animal. God, what is it with geologists? So Morrison and Yachin together. Oh, they'll be fine. Geologist. Lucas. He's a gamer. Loner. Loses comfort every day while living in a dome with a population over 30. Hypochondriac. God, he sounds like me. Composed. Also, alright, there's our geologist. Okay. Medic. I don't know what we're supposed to do here. Like, are we... well, let's use the filter. I don't know. Flaws. Alcoholic. We don't want an alcoholic. We don't want any gamblers. We don't want a glutton. We don't want a hypochondriac. We don't want loners. Back. Alright. So is that it? Geologist, scientist, botanist, scientist. We didn't get a medic though, did we? Do we really need... medic? I feel like we're missing something, like an engineer. I mean, What are the different? So we've got medic, no specialisation, scientist, geologist, botanist, engineer. Is that it? So what, 2 of each? Is that what we should be doing? 2 of each, 2 scientists, 2 no specializations. Male and female scientists, male and female geologists, female, male. Oh, officers, is that another one as well? So we need another botanist. No, we've only got 1 medic. Oh, I don't know. What are we doing here? Oh, we only need 1 medic. One officer. Probably could do with a 2nd engineer. And another botanist, maybe. Alright, that'll do. Launch. Don't want to go too much yet. But it would
Colonists
be nice
will arrive on Mars with a small amount of food, but it will not last long. We need to make sure that they will be able to produce their own food on the Red Planet. The hydroponic farm can produce food. Although the colonists can take food directly from a food depot, they will be happier if they can pick it up from a grocery.
Construct a hydroponic farm and a grocer inside your dome. Really? A hydroponic farm. I think my colonists are going to be lazy, so they'll probably want it right next to right next to them. Grocer. Not any idea what either of them do.
I'm Edward O'Martian, and you're listening to Mars Vision Radio, the bringer of the Mars Vision Song Contest. Don't miss out. Keep listening.
The Mars Vision Song Contest.
I can hear whispers from far away. I can hide my eyes.
Building's not working.
Walls are caving in, but
What's not working and why?
if I were to stay in here forever,
I'm not sure what the building's not working. Hydroponic farm. Why is it not working? Not enough workers. Ah, right. So it's waiting for workers. How many workers does it need?
Colonists need service buildings to keep them comfortable on Mars. The grocery that you already constructed is one such service building.
Different services satisfy different interests. Colonists may have a... You may have a colonist who feel more comfortable inside a dome which has his interest covered, but you don't need to cover every interest. And in smallness will not be even possible. If the comfort of colonists falls too low, they may become Earth-sick and decide to leave Mars and go back to Earth. However, Martian-born colonists will never get Earth-sick. Construct a space bar inside the dome. Well, that'll be Eric sorted then, won't it? Space bar. Jeez, why does it have to be so big? What's wrong with this one? It also needs a worker, does it? Vacant work slots, 5. Vacant resident slots. No. Insufficient food. Best workers botanists. How many workers does it need? How do you know how many workers it needs? Workers. 3. It needs 3? Oh, is that? Free work slot. Okay. Let's wait for that to build. So I should have probably sent 3 botanists. When a grocer requires 1 worker. One per work shift.
Great. Now that you have a spacebar, you can customize its work settings.
The founders that just arrived have taken available jobs automatically, but you can customize their work assignments. With the building selected, notice the 3 available work shifts on the info panel. 2 of them are active, with 2 workers employed at each shift. The more workers assigned to a building, the better the building performs. Initially, however, we won't be needing so many people working at the spacebar, as there will be other important jobs to fill and limited people to fill them, especially during the founder stage. Disable one job slot in every active shift. Disable.
Healthy colonists at working age are able to fill any position, but how well they perform at a certain position varies between colonists.
Some buildings are more effective with workers with certain specialities. For example, scientists are the best workers for a research lab. Construct a research lab inside the dome. They haven't arrived yet. I probably should have waited. Here come the founders. Bouncing in they go.
New colonists have arrived.
Oh. Right. So what's that? Botanist, and an engineer. I don't really want her. So how do I assign the engineer to work? I'm maybe getting ahead of myself here. Unemployed will automatically suit jobs within their dome. Well, okay, residence, specialization. No specialization.
Work shifts, among other things, are a way to manage your workforce. The more shifts a building has open, the more colonists it will attract to work there.
Colonists don't like to work at night and will lose sanity while doing so. Furthermore, you may activate the heavy workload option, which boosts the performance of the building during that shift, but inflicts sanity and health problems on the workers due to the increased stress at their job. With the research lab, activate the second work shift.
Buildings with higher priority will be allocated workers, power, and maintenance before others.
On-site research, very important for the long-term prosperity and survival, so let us prioritize. Set the priority of the research lab to high.
With the research lab up and running, let's begin researching some technologies.
From the research screen, Q at least 3 of the available technologies. So that's this. So the available ones, I assume, are highlighted. That's probably better. That'll do. Okay.
Congratulations. You have provided everything needed for a successful founder stage.
The founder stage takes 10 souls to complete. Be careful, if all of your colonists die during this period, the mission will be terminated. Having a baby born on Mars before the end of this period will also complete the founder stage. This can happen if the comfort of your colonists is very high.
You have completed the tutorial for the founder stage.
Oh, okay. Oh, how many tutorials are there? Is this the last one?
Welcome back, Commander. In this tutorial, you will manage a larger colony that consists of multiple domes.
As you expand your base and try to obtain various resources scattered across the map, you will be inevitably end up with a colony that consists of several domes. This tutorial will introduce you to a lot of the typical situations that you expect to come up in a big colony.
Shuttles can transport resources and colonists across great distances.
The complex technology for shuttles flying in the thin Martian atmosphere typically must be researched. For the purpose of this tutorial, however, it has been already granted to you. Construct a shuttle hub and connect it to the power grid. Shuttle hub. And connect it to the power grid.
Now that we have operational shuttles, it's time to establish a mining dome.
Colonists can work in some outside buildings placed close to their domes, such as extractors for metals and rare metals. Since colonists will be needed for the extraction of these underground deposits, it is a good practice to place domes near such deposits, as is the case in this simulation. Construct a rare metals extractor next to the rare metals deposit and connect it to the power grid. Underground rare metals. Okay. Right. Warning, not enough workers. That's alright. Well, what else is missing? Is it supposed to have, like, power? Required power 5. Doesn't even have any power, does it? Have we got anybody building this or what? That didn't connect it to the power though, did it? Ah, bugger. I still don't know how to put workers into it.
There are no colonists in the mining dome. We must provide living space for the colonists so they can move there.
Once you provided a dome with living space, colonists from other domes will be able to resettle in it, provided it is within walkable distance or there are available shuttles to fly there. Goal: construct a living complex inside the mining dome.
Don't forget to provide basic services for the citizens of your new dome.
Basic services. Like a space bar so they can all get drunk. Because apparently they're all alcoholics. What's that on there? Grocer. Building's not working. One research lab. One metal extractor. Why are they not working? Why is it not working? Which one's the research lab? This one. Right, why is it not working? No research.
You can
project
set up
assigned.
filters for every dome to attract colonists with desired traits, and block or push out colonists with undesired ones.
Select a dome. Open the filter section from its info panel.
Being near a rare metals deposit, this dome is best suited as a mining hub. So it's best to encourage geologists to migrate here.
And because we want to make sure that the research dome gets all the available scientists, we will also ban scientists. We'll also ban science from having its own goal. From this specialized encoding, activate the thumbs up icon for geologists and the thumbs down one for scientists. No scientists for you. Okay. Next
This dome has been designated for research purposes, so it's best to attract more colonists with the scientist specialization.
This just feels like forced relocation. So we want, but we don't want geologists. Okay.
Colonists can migrate between domes using shuttles or walking when they are positioned close to one another. However, they cannot usually visit buildings in nearby domes on a daily basis unless they are connected to their own dome.
To demonstrate dome connections, let's first build a new dome near our research dome. Construct a dome at the indicated location. Oh, is that a shuttle? Oh, there's shuttles. What? Payload, nothing. What about the other one? Payload. A scientist or geologist, probably. I wish there was a way to rename them. God. That's all we need, a good graph. Is this not built yet? Come on. It's that bloody concrete, isn't it? Hey, just chilling. How you doing, mate? What if there is a way? Can you, like, survive in Mars? Name your...
Construct 2 farms in the new dome. They will be used as workplaces for the colonists in the old dome once the domes are connected.
Construct 2 farms in the new dome. They will be used as workplaces for the colonists in the old dome. They will be used in the old dome once the domes are connected. Right. Hydroponic farm. 1. Why do I have to build it there? Do I have some sort of freedom? 2. Find the colonist and click on him or her. At the very bottom of the info panel are 3 icons. The first looks like a pen and a clipboard.
Domes positioned closely to each other may be connected with passages.
Passages allow colonists to travel safely to domes directly connected to their own, seeking work or services there. Connect the research dome and the newly constructed dome with a passage. Domes. Passages. Thank you for that. I'll give it a rest. The passage must start in an unoccupied hex within one dome, and end in such a hex within the other dome. So it has to be within the dome. No. Like that. Okay. Why? I could have done it with the doors, but.
Good job.
Oh my God. Now that the 2 domes are connected, colonists from the first can start working on the newly built farms in the 3rd dome. The passage will also connect the 2 domes for the purpose of distributing power, water and oxygen. Oh, that's alright, so you don't have to power them. What? Connect the two new power. The passion must start. Yeah, okay, I've done that.
Some buildings can have upgrades that can improve them in various ways.
All upgrades become available after specific technology research and have construction costs. Furthermore, some upgrades will increase. Go away, dog. You're doing my nutting. Research the extractor amplification tech from the research screen. Close. Wait for the extractor application research to complete. Extractor amplification. Jesus Christ, Rob. Right, let's find a colonist. Colonists. Set a custom name. Oh, look. Ooh. What does Kellogg number 1 mean? There we go. Cool.
No.
Congratulations. With the research complete, a new upgrade for your extractors is now available. It is not automatically activated in your buildings. You must construct it first.
Hey, just chilling. I'm doing alright, mate. Congratulations, with the research complete, a new upgrade for your extractor is now available. It is not automatically activated in your buildings. You must construct it first. Goal, select the water extractor and then select the indicated upgrade icon.
Nice work.
Well, that just automatically updates it, does it? That's it. There's no waiting.
The upgrade has been constructed.
Oh no, there is a waiting. Okay. Some upgrades will consume more power or water while active. After an upgrade has been constructed, it may be turned on and off from the same button that was used for its construction. Why would you want to do that?
The command center is a treasure trove of information about the colony.
It offers historical data for various colony metrics as well as overviews of domes, buildings, colonists, and transportation. Goal. Open the command center and try it out. Yeah, I did have a look at that. I've already done it. Next dome. All the colonists that work there. Next dome. No objects matching current. Kellogg 1, Chamberlain 1, Dome number 1. Subs beware. I'm going to have fun naming all of these. Previous dome. And then we're able to work. Graphs. What's this? Colonist 34. Oh, we had a spike. We have a baby born or something. Was there a baby? What happened? Martian born. Jessica D2. Age group, child. Specialization, nothing. Residence, living complex. Outside the workforce, child. Sex, female. Birthplace, Mars. Traits, other individual characters of the colony. Martian-born colonists never become Earthsick. The Martian-born group of techs interest playing. Oh, I want to know who the parents are. Why won't it tell me who the parents are? Jessica D2. Oh. Who are the parents? That would be nice to know. If you send all men. Problematic colon. No objects matching. Unemployed. No. Homeless. No. Unable to work. Senior age group. Oh, he can't work because he's outside. Oh. Well, shouldn't we be sending him back to Earth?
Congratulations, Commander. You have graduated from the International Mars Mission Training Simulation.
Woohoo! The team at Mission Control is eager to meet you and serve under your command. The challenge of conquering Mars for the sake of humankind is still a tough one, but with a commander as skillful and resourceful as you, this task sounds a bit easy now. Coronation of Mars awaits. Good luck, Commander, and may the cosmos be with you. Oh. What is this? Understanding Mars, Part 1. What is that? Let's just say... Oh, it's a video. It's a video. We don't need that. Okay. Right. Well, that's it. Let's just have a look at the options here. Audio. Okay. Video. Things. Display. Borderless. Frame rate limit 240 frames per second. Okay. Not that matters. Gameplay. Autosave on. 2 autosaves. Show fireworks. Okay. We're gonna have 10 autosaves just because. Key bindings. Oh, we'll leave that. I don't think we need that. And credits. Okay. I don't have a Paradox account. Am I supposed to have a Paradox account? Okay. Right. I'm not going to do a challenge mode. New game. Difficulty challenge 120%. What does that mean? Difficulty very easy. Next. No. Is this like... The patron country organiser standing behind the Mars mission grants funding, research and other benefits to colony. Difficulty very easy. Funding 30,000 or 30 billion. Starting rockets 5. Starting applicants 200. Research per soul 300. Okay, what's the commander pro? The mission commander grants various benefits to the colony. Start with an extra. Colony logo. you change? What about your own logo? Someone said you could do your own logo. Don't panic. Can you do your own logo? Mystery, random, right. Rival colonies. Choose up to 3 rival colonies to compete against. They will compete for milestones and planetary anomalies and give you the opportunity to trade resources with them. Game rules. Select game rules. No. So you probably just want to leave it on no rules. Or not, I don't know. No events. Disable all random events. No. How about we start with a random and see what happens on that one. Let me just check something. You can read the modding index, go to You know what I'm thinking guys is I might actually end the stream now because I have to go soon anyway, because I gotta go pick up Sue when she gets back from work, and we'll start a new game after I've picked her up later on. We'll start a new game then. That's probably the best thing to do, other than just starting a new game now and then you know, jumping into it. So I will come back later on today and start a new game. Otherwise, have fun, and I will see you all later. Have a good one. Bye for now.
Welcome to Mars.